What if I told you that within the next 6 months, you could break free from the 9-to-5 grind, work from anywhere in the world, and make more money than you ever imagined?
But here's the catch. You have to just pick one opportunity among the many remote opportunities out there. There's quite a few. They're not all equal. If you get it wrong, it could set you back months, maybe even years. Some of us just get 1 or 2 chances. So we gotta get it right. And for me, I wanna examine the best opportunities that are about remote income. I don't wanna be tied to a certain location. Options, freedom, flexibility. Those are things that I consider real wealth.
But is remote income enough? What about other factors like how hard is it to start earning viable income? Is it AI proof and secure long term? And what about the future opportunity for growth? Do you think it's a dying trend or is it a growing market? I'm gonna review the 15 most popular ideas out there, from single skill startups like remote sales and copywriting to content related startups like YouTube, video editing, and freelance marketing, and even specialty business startups like drop shipping, affiliate marketing, print on demand. Ready to go? Let's do it. All right, I have 4 charts here. Low cost startup and remote opportunities, future-proof opportunities, startup and sustainability, and I also have dynamic work and growth opportunities. If you give me just a few minutes, I'll be able to show you why some opportunities are clearly better than others. Over here, I have a list of every major opportunity that exists. I might have missed a couple, but they're often just variations of the ones I have here. If you guys didn't know, I'm a freelance marketer, so I've outlined it in green. That's my main domain, although I've done almost all of these other things. But I'm gonna show you how freelance marketing is a standout opportunity. So the first thing we wanna do is we wanna look at what is viable that we don't have to spend too much money on, and what is also remote. If it's not remote, I'm not interested. So you'll notice office job, no startup cost, but very attached, right? On this side, we've got location independence from attached to remote. Down here, the startup costs. Let me give you a few others that aren't very remote, like hybrid job. It's around here somewhere, but it's not technically remote. What about local business? High startup cost, also not very remote. And another one you might want to know is Twitch streamer. It's not that high of a startup cost, but it's very hard to be remote if you require a streaming setup. There's a lot of tools, a lot of things, great internet, comfortable, very hard to be a Twitch streamer remote. Now, the rest of it you're gonna find are pretty remote. Let's bring a few in that are obvious. Crypto trading is very remote, but you need a lot of money to start. Remote sales, you're gonna find it somewhere over here. You don't need a lot of money to start that. Remote job, very remote. You don't need a lot of money to start that very often. And what about affiliate marketing? That's gonna be pretty remote. You need a little bit of money in case you need to run some ads. Now, because of how big these are and because of this first chart, I'm gonna put them all on. It's gonna get kind of crowded and you're gonna have to kind of work with me. But I've highlighted this area green for a reason. Anything that's remote, we can entertain it, which means if you guys are looking for remote opportunities, I think a lot of these are. Amazon FBA, it's kind of close, but you technically have to be in places often to receive your goods, set up your business properly. You know, it's not as easy as people think, Amazon FBA. So I'm not gonna put it as a remote opportunity, and you need quite a lot of money to start Amazon FBA. You definitely need ad money, set up your branding, set up your products. What about some of these single skill remote things like video editor? You need a computer. Whereas copywriter, you might need a computer, but not a very powerful one. Same with ghostwriter. These are very remote ideas. Now, what about freelance marketer? Very remote, doesn't take tons of startup costs, but you might need some software. I'm gonna slip it in right around here. No different than, say, video editor, affiliate marketer. Social media marketing agency. It depends on how you look at it. Are you one-person agency or multi-person? You can be pretty remote. I do think there's still definitely opportunities there. Probably need a little bit more startup cost to compete today. TikTok creator, it's kind of over here like YouTuber is. So those are all pretty remote unless your content is, critically in one specific locale. Graphic designer, somewhere over here. Don't need a lot. What about drop shipping? Drop shipping is a good opportunity. Drop shipping doesn't need tons, not like Amazon FBA typically, because you don't even have the product. But is it location independent? It is pretty location independent. Some people aren't, but definitely could find it on there. Print on demand, I think it's also a great opportunity, but you'll see later on it's a bit more difficult in some other areas. Same with info products, another great opportunity, very remote, easy to sell digital product. What about Facebook ads specialist? Well, it's gonna be pretty hard to become a specialist without ever have running some ads. So you might need some money for that. But as you'll see, like all of these opportunities that are in the green area are actually quite good in 2024. And I think you should really think about all of these. And even if I don't recommend it at the end of this video, I think you might realize, no, that is for me. I wanna do that. But we're gonna get into a few more charts now. So at this point, what I wanna do is I wanna say, look, these ones here, down here, they're not viable. So office job, local biz, Amazon FBA, Twitch streamer, hybrid job, that's not what we're looking for. That's not the opportunity you want. So I'm just gonna move these all the way over here. They're not really in play, okay? Those are off the board. And then I'll move these ones here. I'll give you a last little quick look and we'll get into another chart. By the way, everyone, if you like this kind of video with charts, cutouts, and simple explanations, hit the like button on this video so I know to make more just like it, because I've never done a video like this. Okay, next chart is going to be future-proof opportunities, which is really important because even if something can make money today, how long will it last? And I think a lot of things you hear on the internet are very risky because they won't last. Simple as that. So you really want to know two things. Will it last in terms of AI? Is AI coming to get this opportunity? So is it risky or is it safe? We want safe. And what about the market need? Are we declining, say, maybe something like social media marketing agency, maybe graphic designer, those may be declining, hard to say, due to AI. But let's take a look at some of these opportunities. Let's say Facebook ad specialist. I would say it's high risk. I really think it's not very AI proof because I use Facebook ads every day and I think it gets easier and easier every year. And I think one day AI will truly take over the whole system. So I think there is a market need. I think it is quite growing still, but not huge. It's very risky. Okay, I'll put it right here for now. What about something like drop shipping? Drop shipping is kind of AI proof, but not really. Basically, AI is going to be able to figure out what are the most popular products, and they're probably going to be able to create those basic campaigns. And it's going to get very, very competitive. And I think drop shipping might be declining because the quality of the goods may not be as good. It may take a long time, not what people like. But, I do think there's so much opportunity still within there if you're smart. So I will just leave it here on the edge. I don't really think drop shipping should be taken away just yet. I do think you could be doing drop shipping in 10 years because drop shipping, it doesn't really matter the market need because you can always choose different products. What about something like copywriter? Very, very risky, okay? But there is a market need for it. All right. So this area is where you're going to see SaaS tools arrive when there's big market need with AI. Copywriter, not a good opportunity right now. The best will always survive. But 90% of you copywriters are completely out of business. ChatGPT 4.0 is better than you. There's just so many jobs that are low-end copy that's not as critical. They're not $1 million pages. I think AI can handle a lot of that. What about something like crypto trading? Is that AI proof? Is there a market need for that? Not really a market need, and also pretty dangerous. I think there will be AI tools that will make crypto trading extremely difficult in the future. What about graphic designer? Graphic designer, not safe at all. There is market need still, but you're done. Midjourney, I use it every day. It's just so good. It can now put text. It can come up with incredible designs. Morally, ethically, I can't comment, but I just don't see a future for the graphic designer. What about the ghostwriter? If you're good, just like anything, you'll survive, but it's kind of like copywriter. Will writing be something that is completely sort of transposed by AI? I really think it quite possibly could be, but more and more people need ghostwriters because more and more people are getting on social media. So I do see it somewhere maybe over here. Don't love it as an opportunity though. What about print on demand? It's kind of like drop shipping. And again, it's not relevant whether there's market need for print on demand. There's market need for what people print. And I think that can always change. So I think that's fine. What about freelance marketer, my domain? I think this is one of the safest things because the freelance marketer isn't a specialist like Facebook ad specialist. They're more of a generalist. And right away, the generalist is going to have a lot more success against AI. And definitely there's a growing need for the freelance marketer. More and more companies need freelance marketers. They don't want expensive agencies. There's more businesses than ever. They need to hire freelancers. It's a great future-proof opportunity. And at the Rich+Niche Academy, future-proof is one of our favorite words. What about info products? I don't know how safe it is because AI is getting so smart. You may not need a lot of info products in the future. The AI may kind of give you a customized info product itself. But cutting edge info products will always lead and before AI can think of them. So I put it on the edge here and I do think there's room for growth like drop shipping. So I do think these ones just sneak in and they are very remote. Don't forget about that. They're quite remote. So we want to give them a little bit of leeway. What about affiliate marketing? That's a good question. I wonder if the future of AI is that the AI are your affiliates. Hard to say, but we could all be having agents one day. Okay, so affiliate marketing, probably pretty safe in general. Market need, yes, I do think there's a market need because more and more companies want to use affiliate marketing instead of direct marketing. Video editor, not safe. You are not safe video editors, but there is a market need. I do see a lot of great AI video tools coming our way. What about things like TikTok creator and YouTuber? Are those AI proof? Pretty well. I think if you're good, you're going to stand out. Don't think AI is going to replace the best creators. And is there a market need for more TikTok creators? I would say, yeah, there is. I think there needs to be still more content. That might be hard to believe, but I believe there's still room. And I definitely believe there's room for YouTubers. Certainly time has passed compared to TikTok, but I think there's lots of room for 20 to 30% more of the entire world to get on YouTube. What about social media marketing agency? Is there a market need? Yes. Is it AI proof? It could be because you could say the social media marketer will always need to be on the cutting edge, thinking of new strategies and ideas. So that's probably a pretty good one. Remote job, it's not really AI safe, and I just don't think the amount of jobs needed is growing right now. I think it's reducing due to AI. I think people underestimate what AI means. Remote sales, I think there's a bigger market need, but I don't know if it's safe. I really don't. So I'm kind of tempted to put it somewhere down here like this. I don't think it's that safe. I think it's on the edge because AI will be really good at sales. People totally underestimate it. Okay, so that's the future-proof opportunities. We're definitely going to kick out some of these opportunities. Don't think you should be a graphic designer in 2024. Don't think you should be a copywriter. GPT's too good. Facebook ad specialist, you're going to get wiped out one day, but maybe you could port over to other ad platforms, but maybe they're all AI heavy. Ghostwriter, it's not a bad idea if you're a great writer, but then be your own brand, right? So that's a no. Video editor, it's too competitive. Too many people want to be video editors. Everyone uses CapCut, Adobe Premiere, templates, blah, blah, blah. Like I don't think it's a great opportunity right now. I certainly don't think it's future proof. Remote job, it's great. It's not bad. But will they need you in the future? Maybe, maybe not. It totally depends, right? It depends on what your job is. So I think remote job can probably stay, but I don't think people are watching this to learn about remote jobs. So let's just say it doesn't make it. And crypto trading gone as well. I don't think crypto trading is a good idea for many of you. I think many of you will end up losing money. So here's what we're left with. Here are some of our best opportunities to make money remotely and long term. YouTube, second biggest search engine in the world, been around for over 10 years. TikTok, surging, very likely to be here in the next 10 years. These other things, I think they're tried and true ideas, and it's how you utilize them. How do you put a twist on your marketing agency? How do you put a twist on your print on demand? What's your edge for drop shipping? But I think these models are where most people are looking right now, and I would support that decision. Let's keep going. I can't stress this enough, how being a generalist right now protects you from AI. Only doing one thing could be catastrophic. Freelance marketing has allowed me to learn new skills and incorporate them for my clients. When things shift, I shift with them. I try to be more like a house builder rather than a tile specialist or a painter. Now, back to charting. Next up, startup and sustainability. Okay, so on the left, easy to start, and on the bottom, easy to sustain. It's one thing that you can get started like that, but can you last for whatever reason? Like TikTok, it's not easy to sustain, right? So let's take a look at that. TikTok creator, very easy to start. Very easy to start. Easy to sustain, not really. I'm gonna put it right here. I think it can make it in the green box. Now, you're probably wondering, why didn't the green box go down here? Well, in my opinion, you don't want the opportunities that are the easiest to start because too many other people will start it. You want at least a little barrier to entry, right? So it's pretty fair to actually say anyone can become a TikTok creator, and we should probably say, yeah, it's a little too easy, right? Whereas some of these other things, they're a little bit more challenging. Like getting into info products, it is a little easy to start, but there's many pieces involved. Creating, selling, distributing, delivering, following up, getting reviews. So definitely gonna put this one up here, but it's actually pretty easy to sustain info products, relatively speaking. You can create new ones. You can pull yourself out of the business. You can hire other people to work for you. Traffic is pretty straightforward. I think everyone should be thinking about info products because we're in the information era. People want newly compiled information. They want it repurposed in a way that's effective for them. It's very popular. What about affiliate marketing? Pretty easy to start, easy to sustain, not really, but I think it's on the edge. I think it's on the edge. What about print on demand? Also very easy to start and moderately easy to sustain, but depends on how trendy your ideas are, right? You may find that your ideas work, but after a few months, they go flat. So it's all about the content within the print on demand. Same with drop shipping. It's all about what product did you choose. It's pretty easy to start, but not that easy. I'll give it that. I think there's more to drop shipping than people think. Easy to sustain? No, I don't think drop shipping is easy to sustain. I'll tell you why. Other people will copy you. It doesn't take long. Amazon can copy you. Amazon can shut you down. Other companies can shut you down. You can lose your suppliers. There's just so many things. I think that it's very hard to keep a winning product a secret when it comes to drop shipping. It's not your own, so you have no protection over it. No copyright, no ownership. So I don't think drop shipping is a sustainable idea. I don't think it's sustainable to constantly find brand new products. Do you? No. Now, what about freelance marketer? It's not easy to start. You need multiple skills, but it's very easy to sustain because it's a generalist approach. It's like saying, is it easy to learn how to build houses? No. But once you get to that level, can you build lots more houses? Yes. Will there always be people who need houses? Yes. Will there always be businesses who need marketing? Yes. Does marketing change? Yes. But being a freelancer allows you to shift. You're not like a social media marketing agency where you brand and advertise yourself as that and that's what you do. The freelancer is able to solve multiple problems. Remote sales, easy to start, not really. You got to get very good at sales. Easy to sustain, maybe, pretty well. Depends on your product, depends on who you work for. But yeah, I'd say it's pretty easy to sustain, but I don't think it's easy to get started. What about SMMA? Pretty medium and easy to sustain. Well, it really depends on you. Are you able to hire people, train people, scale? I think the difference between, say, freelance marketer is you don't have any employees. Whereas social media marketing agency, if you're going to scale it to 10, 20, 50 clients, you got to have a team. And it's a lot different. There's a lot different work style there. Lastly, YouTuber, pretty easy to start, not that easy to sustain, okay? But, you know, there's lots of people who have done it, so I do think that it's a viable thing. So the main ones to drop off really are TikTok creator and drop shipping. I think you can make an argument for both of them as to why they could potentially still be in. But I won't be recommending drop shipping to you guys ever. And I probably won't be recommending just to make content on TikTok. You know, I like YouTube because it's a search engine. TikTok not really being used for a search engine. So it's relies more on entertainment and virality rather than just making quality content that people will find based on a good title. So we have one more chart to go. And these are the last opportunities that we're looking at. Let's move these off the board and finish up strong. I didn't need anything to start becoming a freelance marketer. My first client paid me $600 a month and all I would do was post blog posts once a week and send one email to the newsletter list once a week. My second client paid me $1,200 a month and I would post 3 videos per week on their YouTube channel and update their website. My third freelance marketing client paid me about $2,200 a month and I would do YouTube content, website, and Facebook ads. All I needed was my laptop, the internet, and some basic software to get started. All right, here is the last chart called Dynamic Work and Growth Opportunities. So on the left, dynamic work. Do you want to do the same thing every day for the next 20 years or would you want it to be dynamic? And do you want to do something that has high income potential or low income potential? Pretty straightforward, isn't it? So let's get through our major options here. Print on demand, dynamic work, moderately, income potential, moderate. Just gonna put it right dead center and we'll work off of that. YouTuber, income potential, pretty high, dynamic work, pretty high, definitely. I mean, maybe it's not that high because you're just making videos, but I think a YouTuber has the ability to make more money than print on demand. I think YouTubers would use print on demand, but they have the attention, so I think it's big. Affiliate marketing, it's not as big as YouTube, right? You can't probably make as much there, but a lot of people do pretty well. I don't know if it's that dynamic though, guys. I mean, selling other people's stuff is just pretty much raw, direct sales, so I don't think it's that dynamic. But I think, you know, there is a high income potential. It's not like, say, remote job. Remote job, it's not dynamic, and you're capped. You're capped by your salary. Oh, a 4% raise. When you're a freelance marketer, you can double your income within 6 months if you're good. So freelance marketer, very dynamic, very high income potential. Freelance marketer unlocks so many ways to make money and you become very, very wise when you're doing freelance marketing. Whereas let's say social media marketing agency, it's not that dynamic and income potential is still pretty high. You can scale it up. Definitely. Info products, high income potential, definitely. It's all very scalable. When things are very scalable, it's a lot of income potential. Freelance marketers get on performance bonuses, revenue shares, they start growth partnerships. Remote sales, not very dynamic, but income potential is high, right? So wasn't really looking at remote job here, but from here, you know, I think we can say the best roles, the best ideas are things where you're remote, you're sustainable, You're easy to start and relatively easy to sustain, and it's fun to do it, which will make you sustain it. So the opportunities that I like are freelance marketer, number one, as your base. That's the core skill set I would learn. That unlocks a lot. I would learn how to make info products because it's like being able to build a house in the digital world. You should build as many as possible and sell them. YouTuber, you should be working towards capturing attention in the world's biggest video search engine. Social media marketing agency, it's a variation of freelance marketer, so I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite work. It's kind of redundant, you know? I like to do a little bit more complex things, and it's hard to do social media marketing these days. You can have a lot of companies that just don't really do well with social media. It's very difficult. Affiliate marketing, I think you should do it, but I don't think you should do it as your main thing. I think you should add it to these other things. So as a freelance marketer, when I recommend tools to my clients, I often get a kickback to that. When I create content on YouTube, I might promote something where I get an affiliate commission. So these things work really well together. And remote sales, well, if you want to be a freelance marketer, you should be able to sell yourself. If you want to sell info products, you need to write copy. Affiliate marketing, web pages and copy. Remote sales is definitely going to be a skill set you probably have. So honestly, if I could make a recommendation for you, it would be to be a freelance marketer who also is a YouTuber, who one day sells info products, who adds affiliate marketing and is capable of doing remote sales. That's basically my life in a nutshell. And my decisions to go this direction are based on these charts. It was a process of elimination for me. I went to law school. I never went to school to be a marketer. But as I was coming into the prime of my life and career, it was very obvious to me where the best opportunities are. I don't want an income cap. I don't want something that costs $1 million to start. I don't want something that lasts just a year. I want the best possible opportunities. All right, let's summarize. There are quite a few good remote opportunities, but they're not all equal. Some have additional benefits that are quite important. I hope I did a fair and reasonable assessment on all of them today. But at the same time, I also hope I made it clear that digital marketing is a big deal. It's here to stay. It's a remote opportunity. It's AI proof if you do it right. It's not hard to get started. In fact, at the Digital Marketing Academy at Rich+Niche, we have people starting every day. If you want to give it a try and check out what we have to offer, you can click the first link in the description or up here on the YouTube card. You'll get access to tons of tools, resources, and our world-class online courses. You'd also be joining our exclusive members-only community and get access to things like our private Discord, value letter, and private podcast. Watch this next video to see how my life looks as a freelance marketer.